And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Forge here, and I'm back to playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Rose after an hour break from where I left off. So, as the title explains, I'm going to be finishing the main story tonight. I did the calculations, and I only have 4 more duels to do with the main story before I get to the post-game stuff. And you're probably wondering, post-game, how's their post-game stuff? Well, I'll explain when I get to that point. I didn't really do much grinding afterwards. I dueled Labyrinth Ruler one more time. I didn't do any dueling against Keith or even against Pegasus like I said I was going to, but I decided that it's probably in my best interest to actually go through the store and just duel everybody. I have the cards necessary to win against all these guys from my countless grindings I've been doing. So first up, we're going to be dueling against Shizu. And I know in this playthrough I've said I'm going to be dueling everybody 5 times before I move on. I'm now violating that rule because I've been doing this for a long while now and it is starting to get old. So with that being said, unless you guys wanted me to continue doing 5 duels in a row before I move on, but we'll be doing casual streams of this, so there'll be plenty of duels for me to. Oh, audio's crap. Oh boy, hold on, let me see what we got here. Must have been a lag spike. And looks like I got a solid monster to work with. Wait, that's water, yeah. Megamorph powers everything up. So Shizu specializes in water monsters as well as thunder. And her deck leader is, interesting fact, Witch of the Black Forest used to be a forbidden card. And looks like I got another candle to put down. Although this candle's not for celebrating your birthday. It's for sapping the life out of you. Oh, cool. Sounded like a demon. Good to know. Alright, let's see. No. We'll summon this. I don't even know what the heck this is. Some sort of slug with tusks, I think. Anyways, we're going to have it go against the Witch of the Black Forest. Now, Shizu really doesn't have a lot of strong cards to fight me with, but she does have some pretty high defensive cards. Oh, what do you know? It was a slug with tusks versus Bolt Escargot. Gross. Combination of rancid breath and bubbles. Gross. Alright, so I guess the thing's more of like a... I don't know what this is. It's like part slug, part worm. It's weird. Yeah, that'd be an appropriate term. Appropriate terminology for what just happened. She's got that card. So what Shadow of Eyes does is, as you see, I can't put cards in defense. They have to be in attack mode only. She made the wise decision not to attack. Unfortunately, she went right to the path of my Toon Mermaid. For being a destroyer golem, you are not... Didn't do your job, man. Thought you were supposed to wreck it. Instead, you took an arrow to the face and you're already dead. Just move you. I'm probably gonna do... So this is not gonna power up Bottom Dweller. And like that, Shizu's almost defeated. And she left herself completely vulnerable, so we're gonna end this. And one duelist down. And the Candle of Fate has been promoted once more. Invitation to a Dark Sleep is actually a powerful card, and Shadow of Eyes is also a nice card to have, so we got some good pulls out of there. Almost got a winning slot, but no matter. If you were destined for defeat, yet why did you still fight me? Could have just gave me the card and it would have saved me 8 minutes. Master, today's the day you promised to meet Henry. Huh? Oh. Odd amount of belts for Yugi to be wearing, definitely. Oh, wait, you're seeing my wall? Oh, yeah, looks like I didn't get close enough. Oh, well. The darkness is little. Wasn't my color choice. So, Richard Slysheen of York, aka Richard III, is our next bout. But I'm gonna have to edit my deck because my deck is built to counter fish and serpents and crush terrain. Okay, so the way this one works is he uses a lot of beast warriors and warriors. So if I get monsters, nope, that's spellcasters, that go against warriors, that'll be fine and dandy. Alright, here we are. So, you, definitely you. We're gonna pass on you. Judgment and Gaia. Axe-Ritter. What does Monster Tamer do? Oh, that's just for insects. Empress, Judge, and Warrior Tradition. Panther Warrior and Wolf Axe Wielder. And let me see what else we got here. Does this get any? Jeez, it still has. It's a captain now, and it still doesn't have any leader abilities. Which is kind of annoying, but there's nothing I can do about that. This is a major, and it doesn't have any abilities, so... And that was my starting deck leader. Alright, keep going through the list here. I have a lot of cards to go through, and I'm going to get even more once I beat the game, because I'm going to be using my gameshark to get a majority of the cards I'm looking for, not all of them. Dark Planets just to screw them over. I guess I'll fill out my deck with a whole bunch of fiend monsters that I would normally use. Or... yeah, I guess I could do that. So, Feral Imp, Karibo. Reaper of the Cards would be useful against... he does play some traps, so... such as Acid Trap, Hole, and Invisible Wire, so... Alright, let's see. He doesn't use dragons. Choclara. Alright, I guess the rest of these will be trapping spells. So, let's see. Dark Energy, X Despair. Kunai with Chain. Megamorph. Cursebreaker. I got 2 more slots. So. Looks like, yeah, with the latest reincarnation, I got 2 shadow spells, so I'm definitely going to be scrapping one of those. There we go. That should be just under what I needed Battle Richard III with. Yep. Save. He thinks I'm working for him, so... yeah, I'm actually your enemy. I'm not your ally. Alright, I'll duel you. But you probably won't like what you'll lose afterwards. It's pretty much a very simple field, just meadow surrounded by mountain. And I'm already starting off with a decent hand. Quite literally, because I got the Candle of Fate on my side. Okay, so I have to watch his deck leader a little bit because his deck leader has an ability. I'll explain it. So I didn't really explain this in detail because our deck leader doesn't have any abilities, but as you rank your deck leader up, they'll gain abilities that can be used in the duel. For instance, this deck leader has level cost reduction for summoning of the same type, meaning Beast Warriors will actually be less points cost to summon, so he can summon more powerful monsters earlier than I can. Extended support range just affects whatever is nearby him, and the movement boost for same type friendlies. Basically, what that means is if the terrain is. You've noticed that if I'm in favorable terrain, I get to move more. Well, regardless of terrain, they're able to move the same as if it were boosted. So that actually is a decent deck leader. And I can't summon any monsters besides Karibo. Might as well see what I'm going to fight. The Judgment's Hand. Poor little furball. Blip. Honestly, this game was ahead of its time with the windmills. Basically, Yugioh telling you to be eco-friendly. But that monster's going down. I can easily deal with that. And we'll let the Empress Judge deal with it. It is time to judge the judge that has done the judging. Right. Don't really have a good monster, but I do have a combo I can set up for. Castle of Dark Illusions increases Fiend's attack power by 500 despite terrain. So when I am able to summon my Toon Summon Skull, it'll have just as much power as a Blue Eyes White Dragon. I was trying to think of the word. And Battle Axe. Useless to me. Until I get a Mystical Horseman, then I can actually fuse those two to make a monster that Kaiba used to use. Just don't remember what it was called. I'm trying to think what it was called, but I can't. Oh, those are still monsters. We're fine there. We'll give him false hope and think that that's a weak monster when it's not. Saki, the legendary swordsman. That is a card used by Joey. Also a card I have in real life. I think the text of the card says a warrior that has won over 1,000 battles. Something like that. Okay, yep, he placed a trap card by his deck later. So I'm not gonna attack that. Instead, I'm just gonna keep clearing the field, making him waste his traps. So let me see if there's anything. I can summon my own Judgment Hand, but I'm actually going to use that in a fusion shortly. And his Battle Ox took the bait. I appreciate the uppercut. Adds a no more flair. Unfortunately, you're being smited. Shh, it's all over now. Alright, so if you actually fuse the Judgment's Hand with another warrior, you make something referred to as the Judge Man. One of Kaiba's monsters. Also works in Forbidden Memories. Get a lot of my knowledge in this game from Forbidden Memories because it uses the same cards. It's just in Forbidden Memories, there's over 600 monsters. In this one, there's 800, so there's an extra 200 monsters. Got distracted, so sorry about that. Meant to skip that. I think we've gone on this long enough. Time to end it. Yeah, for being the King of England, he's a pushover. If you have the right tools for the job. Oh, almost got his Battle Steer and a Millennium Golem. Nothing new, unfortunately, but we'll get more new cards when I do my casual streams of this, which I'll explain, but right now I got plot detail. Yes, you did lose. You're a beginner? You're a beginner and you're dueling with a deck like that at master rank. I find that hard to believe. Yeah, you make a good point. I wouldn't be so sure, because I kind of dealt with all the Rose Crusaders. Exactly. Whoever's saying that has my point across. Oh, it's Fancy Boy. You're goddamn right they fell by my hand. What? I'm surprised you didn't realize that. You think by having 7 of the 8 Rose cards, you would have thought something was amiss. And a betrayal. Yeah, he's actually joining the Red Rose side now. And he is not happy about that. As long as it wasn't the duel I lost to you against, because that was bullshit. Gotta give the man honesty. It is a good thing back in the winning horse. He didn't even want to join you guys, and you took his son hostage. Of course you did. This is medieval times. Yep. It is showtime indeed. That is a very veiny horse butt. I will point that out. August 22nd, 1485. Final battle of the War of the Roses commences on Bolesworth Hill. An hour or so later. A horse, my kingdom for a horse. Richard III falls in battle, aka he's dead. During the battle, he fell. Well, I'm rambling. Continue. I'm surprised Yugi's able to wear that crown despite the hair that he has. Not sure how you're going to wear the crown. You might have to shave your hair a little bit because it's a little spiky. It's weird seeing them actually agreeing on sides for once, because I know Pegasus kidnapped Yugi's grandpa in the first season and all that other stuff in the anime, so this is a little odd to see. And now we gotta deal with the mastermind behind the White Roses. Is my dragon talking to me, or who's the master here? It doesn't matter. Seto has a weaker deck compared to Yugi, but not by much. He does, however, have 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons, so I do have to make my preparations against that. He also has the ritual card to get Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, which would be a card I would love to have. And I can easily get with the gameshark, but I'm going to do that after this. So, unlike Yugi, basically the Stonehenge map is exactly what it was when I dealt with the Card Guardian for when I was doing the Red Rose route, except in the center, it's going to be normal. But Sento uses a lot of his signature monsters, Mystical Horseman, Battle Ox. He uses a Kaiser Dragon, Blue Eyes White Dragon, a couple other dragons, Lord of Dragons. So we're going to put some dragons in our deck as well. My Red Eyes, Curse of Dragon. We'll keep him as the deck leader for now. Mystical Elf. Nah. Only useful against zombies. Sure, we'll have the Dark Magician. Illusion Faceless Mage. Skull Knight. And we'll add 2 Fiend's Hand, that might come in handy. We will add Shadow Ghouls, because there is Labyrinth terrain. Yeah, we'll add Luminous Soldier. We will add Blackluster Soldier. That'll be a definite good card. Tactical Warrior, Guy of the Fierce Knight. Did I add Mystical Elf? I did not. Okay. We will add Gate Deeg. We don't need Super Warlawn for this. Castle of Dark Illusion. Actually, we'll get rid of Fiend's Hand, because I plan on using some of my powerhouses. 1 Reaper of the Cards. My Candles of Fate. Dragon Seeker will actually be a benefit to us in this. Clocklara. Toon Summon Skull. Wall of Illusion will be of a benefit. We already got Gate Deeg, so we don't need Burfmint. Let's see. We don't need any of those. No. Well, no, we don't need any of those. Dark Plant, sure. Alright, let's see. I will add Burning Land, just in case he does have Mountain, so he can change the... Yeah, it was a cutscene. Shield and Sword might prove of use. I don't really need Earthshaker. Dark Energy, Axe of Despair. I do have... No, those will just take up space. Let's see. 1 Megamorph, Fiend's Castle. 2 Cursebreaker. Just do 1 Cursebreaker, actually. And looks like Shadow Spell is still up top, so we need to go all the way back top to get that. Okay, that actually puts me over. That also puts me over. Well, what if I get rid of 1 Red Eyes Black Dragon and replace it with a Shadow of Eyes? That might come in handy. Oh, my camera's shaky? It's probably because I was leaning up against it. I have my my webcam on a crate that is facing my TV, so I might have been leaning on that. Fortunately, it wasn't shaky during the duel, hopefully. Anyways, there's that smug Cento. So you let all those people suffer and die just because you wanted a worthy opponent? Power-hungry madman. Power-hungry madman. And he has his own theme, just like Yugi. And we're starting off pretty good with a Candle of Fate placed in the corner. I wish this was the final fight, but it's not. It's the second. So that is a monster. Duly noted. Well, let's see. I do have an option. In case that is a Blue Eyes White Dragon, because he could have summoned a Blue Eyes by now. I got two monsters I gotta keep my eye on. Alright, now if it's a Blue Eyes White Dragon, I don't care. And it's not. It's Aladdin, the mystical genie of the lamp. Alright. Time to see Choclara in action. Creepy fiend. Powerful fiend, though. Go back in your lamp. How's that for my 3 wishes, bitch? Alright. Pretty good shape. He is blocking my way over there. I'm going to have to do something about that. But first things first, I can power up my Fiend. There's the blue. Oh. Oh boy. Okay, I knew there was a Blue Eyes somewhere. Not good. I'm going to have my Candle of Faith run. And there goes my Castle of Dark Illusion. Crap. Okay, I bought myself some time thanks to the Spellbound. But that really puts a pin in things. Alright. Let's see. I'm gonna have to evacuate. Well, let's see. All warrior monsters are increased by 300 points. If I put that in defense mode there, I might be fine. Because the Blue Eyes will weaken enough to the point where it won't be able to attack. It'll be stuck there. And you just powered something else up. Kaiser Dragon. Shoot. Well, this duel was going well. Now it's not. Oh boy. Well, your light's piercing my darkness, I'll give you that. That is not the place I wanted my chocolate to be. Damn it. Now I'm gonna have to move out. But in a few turns we will get a Blackluster Soldier, so there is that. Actually do some damage, so thanks to my Tactical Warrior, it fed off the blue eyes. Almost at summoning strength, but not there just yet. Now, that was not the brightest idea for you to do that. Because now you have to deal with the Blackluster Soldier's wrath. And one dragon dealt with. Not a blue eyes, but we'll take it. At least that dragon I can get from the slot machine, and I already have it, so. There aren't two blue. There might be two blue eyes. I don't know. There could be multiples. He's got one summoned already. Wouldn't surprise me if he has another. But one of the blue eyes is his deck leader, so he can't really use that. Okay, this is a cause for concern. One of these is a trap, I know that. So I'm gonna use Luminous Soldier to get rid of that trap. Yep, called it. And I'm gonna have... There we go. I think this duel just ended. He's using Swordsman from a foreign land, and what that card does is destroy my Blackluster Soldier, but he just lost the duel because of that. So that ended way sooner than I was expecting. No, that was stupid of you, Kaiba. Yugi put up a more fiercer fight than you did. Well, that is not what I was after. False Traps, useless. Geargoal in the Moving Fortress, not bad. Legend, Mystical Genie of the Lamp, also not bad. And, oh, we matched the bottom. Damn it. That's not the face of someone who looks like their heart is singing. "'Twas a duel to be remembered. I'll take great pride in the fact that I fall by your hand. And if you believe that, I'll sell you some swampland in the outer reaches of the realm." Well, gotta give him credit for the music. A duel to be remembered indeed, at least that part of it will be true. For thanks to you having completed the ritual for the great summoning of the roses. Rose Duelist is an integral part of the great summoning, and otherwise I'm a key. So the only reason we're dueling at Stonehenge is just so I can be used in a great summoning, of course. Oh, great. He's summoning another card guardian. Now, the card guardian looks like this exact same, but he uses a different deck. And he's actually all casual about it, like, well, it seems that there's a misunderstanding here, but, well, it matters not. Rose Duelist is definitely a fine offering that only a fool would choose to pass up. Hey, I'm no sacrifice! Son of a bitch. But, yeah, by the look of that deck counter, I'm gonna have to pull out all the stops. So, to my deck. Now, the last time I fought a card guardian, he was using a whole bunch of strong monsters. So this one is the one that uses a lot of spells and traps, which I'm going to need to counter all that. So we're going to use our own spells and traps. And also, if I recall correctly, last card guardian used, well, no rituals. He had a Yame field in the center. If I recall from memory correctly, this one uses crush terrain. So I'm gonna need some of that. A reverse trap actually might be useful. Invisible wire will definitely be of use. Alright. Some Curse Breaker. Paralyze potions. Alright. I'll figure out what I'm going to use my strong I'm going to have a mixture of strong and weak monsters. That way they can go in the crush turn without incident. So, Darkwold Thorn's a good monster to have. Giant Soldier of Stone, good one to have. Blast Sphere would be a nice choice. And no insects. Except maybe too many bugs. Many bugs actually a decent monster to have here. Right. Bethmont, yes. Choclara. Actually, no. Well, yeah, there's not going to be much use for spellcasters in this one, unfortunately. Candles of Fate. Reaper of the Cards will be essential here. Castle of Dark Illusions, Karibo, Feral Imp. Guy the Fierce Knight, Tactical Warrior, Blackluster Soldier. And my zombies won't be of much use here, unfortunately, except for the Clown Zombie due to the terrain. Invitation to a Dark Sleep. Actually, I think that settles it for all our cards by the looks of it. Yeah, we're good. We'll get power-ups in play, and I think that'll do. So I'm using a lot of fiends. So... Alright, let's see. Axe of Despair. Where's the Dark Energy? There we go. 974. Might not seem like a high number, but for this, it'll probably be a good idea. Save just in case, because this could go horribly wrong. You're seeing things. Yep, crushed terrain. All right. Might as well enter the crushed terrain. Gravity Bind is a very nasty card. It lowers your attack by 2,000 and permanently spellbounds you. So it's a good thing we got rid of that card right out of the gate. Another Gravity Bind. He just made a huge liability with that. Which I will gladly take advantage of. Giant Soldier of Stone. Caesar. Solomon's Law Book allows him to do another draw phase. Tremendous Fire. Figures. Blackluster Soldiers in our hand. Okay, so he weakens Fiend monsters. Duly noted. Okay, did you see that? That force? And oh boy. Okay, so what that force, that's the bullshit card. Ryoko. Reduces opponent's life points by half and adds the remaining reduced amount to the power of all monsters. It's a very cheap card. And I have no idea what he used it on, so that scares me just a bit. Oh, so he used just desserts when she inflicts damage. I just lost. Because of that. Okay, well. Big middle finger to me. Basically that card just steals half of my life energy and gives it to a monster. Oh, shut up. You cheated your way through winning by using a life point drain followed by 2 tremendous fires. Okay. Taking a bit of a gamble here. You're getting put down for that. Meet my clown. Mere force. Okay, that card I hate. So what Mere Force does is all your cards in attack mode are destroyed. It's a full range effect. And he's got multiple versions of that in this deck. Ugh. I don't want to attack him with Man-Eating Bug because then its ability will be useless. Kind of. I'm hoping he doesn't use Ryoko on a monster. Okay, good. Yeah, he's running behind me. What? Ah, crap, I did the wrong order. I may be in a pickle here. More tremendous fire, really? I really hate this guy. Alright, that gives me some benefit. At least it'll protect my deck later. Yeah, I don't think so, you stupid imp. Gravity Bind. Oh, brother. Another Mere Force. You've got to be kidding me. You can tell how much I hate this guy. My life points are cut in half. 2 Mere Forces. I'm on an irate. And I'm also stuck with no monster to defend myself while I'm getting attacked by that stupid imp. At least I'm not getting two-wayed. Something to defend myself with, but temporarily. Okay. But I really need a monster to help me here. Shadow Spell. Okay. Get rid of that magic card. Gemini Elves. I got him pinned. Unfortunately, I'm also pinned. But they just activated Shadow Spell. Oh, come on. Get rid of, get rid of, get rid of, get rid of. No, I'm not doing that on the imp, because that'll be a death sentence if I do. Chocolate. Okay, there we go. One more attack like that and he'll be done. And he just got all his life points back. As if nothing happened. And now he's gonna grave rob. A tremendous fire. Now, I can't have that. Never mind, it was mere foresight. Ragnarok doesn't really affect me, dude. First off, getting rid of this imp. Go, my demonic angel. Put that stupid imp in its place. One of the pieces to summon Gazelle, the king of the mystical beast. In anime, anyways. Okay. Yeah, I trust that thing as much as I trust an alligator. Yeah, look at all these things. Ragnarok, Mere Force, Grave Robber, the Cure Master, Gorgon's Eye. He has every... Just Desserts, Gravity Bind. He has every single cheap spell and trap card at his disposal. And he placed a Gravity Bind. Lovely. Soldier of Stone hurt this... I don't have any good language, so I'm not going to say it. He's got 1,800 life points left. Might be too soon to give chase, but Let's see. First, you're being spell locked. Second, you weren't even a real monster. Third, I'm ending this here. Die in a fire, you son of a bitch. Okay. Alligators are not to be trusted. Especially the croc at my workplace. Alright. Don't have a lot of cards to pick from. A Gemini Elf. Okay. Imp. Oh, we almost got a nice card, but we did get Grave Robber. So the card up here, the Wand, that is Cosmo Queen's Prayer. That's a ritual monster. That I could get with the game disc, game code. Yeah, I just beat your butt again. Yeah, he just poofed and vanished again. And Seto appears to have vanished as well. Leave this message for those who follow in my path. The guardian who falleth at the hands of man was not but a mere mortal. Journey forth and seek the true guardian, for he shall be the one to guide thee to glory. Seto, High Mage of Amenhotep, or however the heck you pronounce it. This is basically from Forbidden Memories. Two months later, Yugioh was officially crowned King of Westminster Cathedral on October 30th, aka Halloween. Seto and his Rose Crusaders were never captured, but they were never to be seen again. Henry the Seventh was credited for ending the threat of the Rose Crusaders and was dubbed Yugioh by his supporters. Weird. My contributions to the downfall of the Rose Crusaders or my aid to the Celtics was not mentioned in history, and the Rose Duelist managed to return to his proper day and age is unknown. Tales remain a lost chapter in the annals of history. Document page throughout several hands, including John Dee the Alchemist, Emperor Rudolph II of, I don't even know what country that is, and a scholar. It was auctioned in 1912. American Collector of Antique Books now holds the page. Known as the manuscript, remains undeciphered to this day, save a short, mysterious inscription. And that is the code I need to write down. So, E 7 3 NVE 7A3EZ. Okay, code has been written down. And the Red Rose chapter has now come to a close, and that means we have beaten both sides of the game. Oh wait, save, yes. Overwrite the data, yes. And now we get to sit through the cutscene again. Yeah, we'll leave it. Okay, so this playthrough is now complete. I've done the White Rose chapter and I've done the Red Rose chapter, both sides of the war. But in technicality for me completing this game, we have done so. But there's still stuff we can do. So on every single battlefield, there is a hidden card, whether it be a ritual card or a fabled immortal card. These cards are found on certain sections of the map, and your deck leader has to go to that section, land on it, for you to get the card. And it's not random, they generate in a certain area, so we're going to be doing that as casual streams. We're also going to be using, we're going to be using this little beauty, a gameshark, to get some cards that would be trickier to get, such as the ritual cards. That's how I got the ritual cards in their monster form instead of having a few rituals summon them. But I'm not going to get every single monster that way. Also, I might stream this for fun, just because it's been actually fun for me heading back to the PlayStation 2. I've been stuck on the PlayStation 4 for so long because I didn't have a HDMI adapter, but I recently got one about a month ago. And I've always wanted to stream some of my old-fashioned games on here, and I was thinking about doing it on Twitch, but I lack the technology to do that. So now if we head back to the map, there's no more routes. Everything is ours for the dueling. In theory. Yep. Everything from Great Britain all the way to the remnants of France. We can duel everything all over again and keep doing this for as long as we please. It's not cheating. Well, okay, it kind of is, but the game shark itself is not a cheat. If I were to use this game in tournaments with this, then that would be cheating. But this is just for casual play, so... Alright, so... how much has it been? An hour and 18 minutes? Almost 1 o'clock in the morning? And my laptop's getting low, so I need to plug this back in, otherwise it'll die on me during midstream. So we're gonna actually duel Taya and try to find that card. If I recall correctly, it's over by one of the mountain pieces. But we're going to need to change our deck if we're going to duel Taya. I'll probably do an example of dueling Taya, and then I'll show the process as to the game shark itself, just as a little bit of a background. So Taya uses fairies, which means I want to use dragons. So Kaiser Dragon's fine. 1 red eyes. Boomerang Dragon, that's just what I'm going to dub that, because I don't know how to pronounce that. Won't need to use any... No zombies, can't use fiends because of a certain card. Let's... Could use Harpy Lady, I suppose. Punished Eagle's fine, Peacock's fine, Monstrous Bird and Crow Goblin. Can't use Fiends because of Enchanted Javelin. She likes using that card, and that automatically destroys Fiends. Let's see. Negative. To make sure I was still in decent stat. Under 9, yeah. And I guess I'll use some of the weaker grass monsters. Just for filler. Alright, now let's... call the Haunted just because it's a low-level card. Oh yeah, the password. Almost forgot about that. So, let's see, we got... N... V... E... 7... A... 3... E... C. Fairy's Gift. And she's actually a spellcaster monster. It's misleading. Use Dark Energy. I'm using a lot of wind and light monsters. So let me... check to see what I got here for that. And Megamorph. Doesn't have to be anything fancy, I guess. Curse Breaker. So close. And one invisible one. Now we actually reincarnate, so I have a whole bunch of shadow spells, so we'll reincarnate one of these. Ancient One of the Deep Forest. Dragon Seeker. And Yame. Not bad. Our deck is still low enough to duel against Taya. I will be changing my deck leader. I just have to figure out who I want to keep as my deck leader. Or what's a good deck leader to have. Alright, I think if I recall correctly, this spot right here is where the card is that I'm after. So we'll head over there and check. I remember playing this after I did a casual playthrough on one of my older memory cards. So. And Megamorph. Megamorph works on every single monster, so it's a very solid equip spell to have. But yeah, out of all the tiles on here, one tile holds a monster that you're looking for. It's a matter of if you find it or not. Okay. Maybe it was on the mountain itself? I don't know. You have to search everywhere, and that's the real pain in the neck about it. Yeah, we'll let this play out. Not enough to deal with my dragon. Maybe it was on a mountain page itself. The thing is, I don't know if the monster itself is a random spawn or if it spawns at a certain point, and that's just unfortunate. So I might have to duel her a few times just before I find the monster that I'm seeking, but... yeah, let's see. I can end this duel right here and right now, but that'd be cruel of me to do so. I might have to research this just to figure out how to effectively find these things. I'm not sure if it deals with your deck leader or what, but just gotta keep looking, I guess. No. Well, it won't be enough to end her, but it's definitely going to hamper her life points. We'll watch Punish Eagle attack because we haven't seen that this stream. While I'm doing this, I'm going to Google about that, so... Yeah. Let's see. I guess I'll summon Orion the Battle King. Alright, well, in my research, I managed to find a thing that tells me all the passcodes, which is kind of useful, but not really, because I could just get those cards easily. And yeah, keep searching now. It's just fusion. That's slot machine rares. Come on, I'm not crazy. I know there's something like this around here. If you reincarnate Baby Dragon, you can get Exodia pieces. That I did not know. Alright. Okay, I'm not seeing anything about hidden. Ah, here we go, hidden cards. In most maps, there's a hidden card somewhere on the map. In order to get these cards, you must move your deck lever to a specific location on the map. You may have to complete the game as both sides of these cards to appear. For example, in all the battles at Stonehenge, move your deck lever to the center of the map in between all the labyrinth traces. There should be a different card there against each opponent. So, yeah. So there is one for Taya. So, okay, looks like I went past it. So I'm not crazy. I know there is something here. I just got to figure out where it is exactly. So it's not. Oh wait. You're not wrong. It was cut off. That kind of sucks. So let's see. The hidden one here is at E5. So it's A, B, C, D, E. One, two, three, four. So yeah, it should be right here. Okay, I wasn't crazy. Well, I have her boxed in, so she's not going anywhere. To be able to find and get the hidden. Oh, okay. So I actually won't be able to get it this time because my deck leader is not a major. Your deck leader has to be a major in order to find the hidden cards. So that explains a bit. In that case, we're just going to end the duel here. Yeah, sorry about that. Mountain terrain is rather white. Okay, so that's good to know. I was in the right location, but my deck leader is not strong enough to find it. So I'm going to do something real quick. I thought I was in the right spot. I was. So a deck leader has to be over a major. Oh, no, that's a different deck. So unfortunately, Serpent Knight Dragon. I'll actually replace our red eyes with that. Is not high enough. But what is strong enough is my starter monster, who is a major. So that, and let's see. I actually have to take a screenshot of this. There we go. Save that for stream. Okay, now we can actually see the hidden cards and what I'm talking about, and that Forge isn't crazy and seeing things. So let's see, this is on 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So right. That is E5, right? 1, A, B, C, D, E, 1. Okay, either this website is lying to me or I'm not in the right spot. And that's a little annoying. Or maybe because I use the gameshark, I'm not able to get them. But deck leader must be rank of major or better. Deck cost is lower than 1,000, yes. Okay. I'm not crazy. There's a card around here. It's just not showing up for some stupid reason. There actually is supposed to be hidden cards in the game, and you're supposed to head to locations and find them. But for whatever reason, it's not showing up at the spot. Yeah, let's see. That'd be G, F, E, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it has to be like around here. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. E. Yeah, it says E5, servant of Cabalithism. And it should be right dang here. Well, now I'm looking like an idiot, and I'm probably going to edit this out. It's seriously bugging me. I did this on my last playthrough for a memory card, and I was able to get the card no problem. But now it's not showing up at all. Well, looks like I'm going to be doing some casual streams and getting it the old-fashioned way. So be it. Forcing my hand game. And I took some damage, so... No, I'm not crazy. This is legit. I may have just goofed, but that's due to my frustration at this bullshit, how it's not working. And I've wasted so much time trying to figure it out. You get the out of here, Tay. I'm trying to end this stupid duel. And since you don't want to cough up the hidden card, I'm going to have to get the hidden card another way. Via by force. In other words, after this, we're using the Game Shark. And as soon as I can get rid of all these stupid equip spells that I no longer need, you actually get a monster that can whip her butt. She wants to fight. She really wants this to last, so be it. I am not gonna humor her. Put that angel back on the ground. Bad game. Okay, so after this duel, as soon as Ted decides to keel over and surrender, which I know she's not going to do, I'll use the Game Shark and show you the cards I can actually get. Which is all of them, by the way. You seriously using traps against me? Now, I could also use this Game Shark for the next series I'm going to be using, Capsule Monster Coliseum, but I'm not going to be doing that. Capsule Monster Coliseum is going to be similar. I guess you could say it's similar in tactic to this, but it's more chess than 5 monsters. And now you can actually have 10 monsters on a field at one time. Serpent Eye Dragon, end her. Please, thank you. Ugh. That was ridiculous. But that's due to my rage. Oh, I almost got a... if I would have been a little slower on that arrow, I would have got a match. Oh well, okay. I will now show you how to use the Game Shark. Yeah, this is a smart TV. That's not the background I have selected. Gotta make sure that it's nice and clean. No dust on it or anything. Because unfortunately, for the longest amount of time, when I got this Game Shark, it did not come with a disc holder. It just came with a plastic sleeve, and throughout the... Yes, Forge has hands. Otherwise, how would I be able to play this? Up there it is. Sometimes it has suffered some scratches to the point where sometimes there's a disc read error, so I have to make sure breathe on it occasionally. That's what I was gonna do when I was gonna stream this game. This is the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. But that game is not working on this. Yeah, playing with my feet is not gonna... Maybe when I was younger, not when I'm this age. Okay, so we're gonna see how gameshark works. Consider this a bonus. Considering the game decides to screw me and not give me what I want. Or what is supposed to happen. This product is not licensed by Sony by any means necessary. Yes. The gameshark 2. So this little beauty of a marvel I actually got just to deal with Forbidden Memories, because Forbidden Memories is a game that essentially it is very next to impossible to beat without having some sort of a hack. So we're going to go to expert cheat mode because I don't need the auto cheat on. So on expert cheat mode, you select the game, and there's a huge list of games. Everything from let me see if there's some familiar games from the past. Remember Bionicles back when Lego started to do those? They got Bionicle, Blade, Burnout, Bully, Cabell's Big Game Hunt, Call of Duty before they got into PS2. Castlevania Curse of Darkness and... Wait a minute, there's a cheat for that? Hold on, let me check here. I have Castlevania Curse of Darkness, so I might actually stream that. Infinite health, infinite gold, have all weapons, materials, skills, trips, combine items, and beastry. What about Layman of Innocence? I've actually never checked on this, so... Have all skills, max gold, attack, defense. I did not know that. Clock Tower 3. I'm getting distracted. But yeah, there are a lot of games that this disc is compatible with. Unfortunately for you, you have to scroll all the way down just to get it. Back when Tiger Woods was still relevant. WWE, X-Men, Yakuza, the original ones. Here we are. So this is for Duelist of the Rose. So I could have infinite life points, maximum summon power, low summoning power, constant summon ability, have destiny draw countlessly. So yeah, I could have very easily cheesed my way through that. But the only thing I did was get the ritual monsters, and that was it. That's all I did. And that's only if I got the ritual fusion for it. So I could easily get a Blue Eyes White Dragon, a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Oh. Well, hello, little dude. I have a dog. There's a dog here. Dog goes on camera. Baxter, look at the camera. Look at the camera. Look over here. Look over here. Here's your little man. Doggo, look at camera. Look at camera. Oh, dang it. Well, if you... What? Okay. You can go on up on the bed. You can go on up there. Brennan's just streaming. Oh, damn it. I did not mean to say my name. Shit. You heard nothing. Okay. No, that's a Boston Terrier. A puppy. Okay, so... Since... You can go on. Go to bed. Go on up there. He's confused as to why I'm on the... Yeah, okay, so where was I before I was distracted? Oh, yeah. So I can essentially get all the cards just by clicking on the type of card. And this is what I was trying to show you. The Servant of Cabalithism is a immortal card. It's one of the special cards in this game. And you can only find them via codes and the hidden areas that they're at. But unfortunately, this game decided to cheat me. Also, I can do cheats for Capsule Monster Coliseum. But again, I'm not going to do that. So, with all the cards being selected for Duelist of the Rose, unfortunately, there is no cheat where I can have my deck leader be max level constantly. But now all I gotta do is hit back, start the game up, insert the disc, pray that it actually reads said disc. And it looks like I'm going to have a bed buddy tonight, so be it. I'm going to press X to continue. Alright, good, no discrete error. And when I load into my game, I'll have every single card at my disposal, at least a copy of one each. Bed buddy as in doggo. A little puppy, you must know. Who's currently on my pillow. Okay, so we'll actually look at the card library. I guess we'll do that just for the heck of it. Now, so yeah, it doesn't look like much has changed. Oh. Huh. Okay. There was a goof. A little goof. Nothing happened. Maybe I have to select the monsters individually. Okay, let's try that again. Oh dear, this is not going as well as I wanted it to. Okay. Oh, I did not. Stupid disc was trying to take my hand off. I know I'm being cringy. I failed. Normally, when I select all the monsters, it's supposed to copy the monsters onto the disc and they appear in your inventory, but in that case, it did not work. So maybe I have to select the monster individually, go into the certain section, and then doing that, but that takes a while. Shut up. Infuriating, yes. So we're going to try this again. And this time, hopefully getting better results. I'm going to have to scroll through every single list of the monster and just to see what we have. Yes, we've already seen this. Okay, go back to expert cheat mode. Select the things I actually want. I wish there was a way I could scroll to the bottom first, but unfortunately there is not that option. Otherwise I would. Okay, let's start with the dragons. So Blue Eyes, yes. Surya, yes. Ultimate Dragon, yes. Red Eyes Black Dragon, yes. Beast Skull, Trihorn. Yamadrone, Meteor Bee. Meteor Dragon, Bee Dragon Jungle King. Guy of the Dragon Champion. So doing that, select all the monsters that you have or you don't have, and okay, let's see. Magical Hat. And Faith. Shin King. I can even get all the Exodia pieces if I really wanted to. Don't need it, but since I'm here, Ocean Phantom Faith. Black Forest, Sorcerer. I already have that. Illusionary Gentleman, Dark Magician Girl. I do apologize. I'm just going to select all the zombie monsters just because I like rolling with zombies. So, yep, all the zombies are selected. Warrior. I'm just going through names that I'm not familiar with. Some of these I already have, others I do not. So I do apologize if this is a little bland, but there's nothing I can do about it. Yeah, this is the part that sucks. I do apologize. I thought it would work automatically, but I actually have to select every single monster individually just to do this. Lost my place for a little bit, so that's why we're having an issue. Give me a couple minutes, guys. This is gonna take some time. Fortunately, there's not a lot of dinosaurs and reptile monsters. And there's only 5 sea serpents, so yeah. Unfortunately, there is a lot of machines. Like back in the day, if you had the main decks you would have for a duelist would probably be machines, fiends, dragons, spellcasters. You could have occasionally had some zombie decks here and there, but they weren't exactly high praise at the time because there wasn't a lot you could do with them. They didn't have a lot of combo reach. Aqua decks, I guess sea serpent decks, you can also have a lot of sea serpents because there were a lot of water monsters too. Or if you wanted to be like Yugioh, you could mix up your cards and just use cards that just seem to fit. Okay, yeah, all those are selected. All right. All right, all those are selected. Maybe I did too many cards at once, possibly. I mean, that could have been the case. Well, we'll see if this works, and if it doesn't, well, then I'm going to end the stream and sulk because, yeah. Or do this off stream and then, yeah. All right, hopefully this worked this time. Otherwise, I'm going to have to figure out what the heck's wrong with my gameshark. All right, I'll know it worked by the amount of cards I have in my library. So we're going to check. If it's still 300, something went wrong, and I'm going to end the stream. If it did work, I should have roughly... It did not work. Okay, yeah, we're going to end the stream here because this is getting real frustrating. So, I apologize for wasting your guys' time with the last 30 or so minutes, because this stream would have ended if I would have done that, so I do apologize for that. So, I will be doing casual streams of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Rose. It's just a matter of when and where. So with this has been an unofficial end to Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Rose playthrough. So thank you for watching, and I do apologize for this bit, because I really thought the gameshark was going to work, but it appears... I'm guessing the issue is I'm doing too many monsters at once, and it's not liking that, but we'll see. So long.